Hi, have you been on a career break and now you're struggling to get back to work? You may be a mum who's been on maternity leave. You may have been unemployed. Personal factors may have interfered, or a planned or unplanned event that has stopped you from working. Hi, I'm Catherine Burke from Resumes for Results, and I want you to know that taking time away from work is not uncommon, but returning to work after a break can be challenging. Some employers will understand, but others may balk at hiring you. So today, I want to share 5 tips for going back to work after a career break. But before I do, I know you're feeling overwhelmed or nervous, but you don't need to be. These 5 tips will help you transition back into the workforce. Tip 1, identify your job wants and needs. So take the time to consider what you want. Make a list of the must-haves for your next job. Reflect on your career break to identify if you learnt any new skills, volunteered or took a class. You can add these to your resume. Tip number 2. Freshen up on your industry and network. And this means researching your industry. Reach out to former colleagues and let them know you're returning to work. Set up casual informational interviews to help you get up to date with your industry, because it has changed. Tip number 3, update your skills. New jargon, new programs you need to get familiar with. Freshen up your cover letter writing, your interview skills so you feel more confident. Or update your skills by volunteering or learning something like new software. And get up to date with your industry by subscribing to newsletters, listening to podcasts, reading the latest industry news. Tip number 4, update your resume. Practice your interviewing skills. Go online and find current vacancies and see what they need you to submit them. Practice creating those documents. Tip number 5, explain your career break but keep it brief. If you had a very long career break, you may need to cover this in your cover letter and your interview, but keep it brief. And look, here are some examples for you of brief statements. I spent time caring for a sick relative, or it was important for me to stay home until my children went to school, or I've been volunteering at a homeless charity and studying at the same time, or you may have spent time travelling. Whatever your reason, keep it brief and then move on to talking about your career prior to taking that time away. Now, if you have a question about returning to work after a break, or any other job search question for that matter, please put your question in the comments below and I will answer you as soon as I can. If you would like to read more career advice and tips, pop on over to our website. There's lots of articles there for you to read, and I'll even put the URL in the comments for you to make it easy for you. So there's my 5 tips for today for transitioning back into the workforce after a career break. I hope you got something useful out of those tips, and I hope to catch you next Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for my next live video. Thank you for being with me. Have a good evening and a weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.